You may wonder, how are the clouds formed? Clouds are created when water vapor, an invisible gas, turns into liquid water droplets. These water droplets form in tiny particles. The same thing is constantly happening with oceans, lakes, rivers, swamps, swimming pools. How are clouds formed with chemical process? When the air is no longer able to hold all that water vapor, the excess amount changes from a gas into a liquid or solid. The process of water changes from gas to a liquid is called condensation, and when gas changes directly into a solid, it's called deposition. These two processes are how clouds form. Condensation happens with the help of tiny particles floating around in the air, such as dust or bacteria. In order to predict the climate into the future, we need to understand many aspects of the climate system, one being the role of clouds, especially that at any given moment, about 2/3 of our planet is covered by clouds. So, it's not too surprising that clouds play an important role in Earth's climate. Clouds play an important role in both warming and cooling our planet. Clouds affect climate in two major ways. First, they are an essential part of water cycle. Clouds provide an important link between the rain and snow, oceans and lakes, and planets and animals. Do clouds have the same shape? No. Clouds form in many environments and look different depending on these environments, and depending on whether they are composed of liquid droplets or ice crystals. Cumuliform clouds develop as a result of vertical motions by atmospheric instability. They are convective clouds, meaning that they form in air particles that are buoyant and are undergoing convection, which is transfer of heat or mixing within a fluid due to warm air rising and cool air sinking. Stratiform clouds are horizontally layered clouds. They tend to spread into wide regions and take on an appearance of sheets or blankets. They typically form when a layer of air is brought to saturation but is thermodynamically stable, or when a convective cloud meets a stable layer and spreads out in a layered. People have characteristics that make them special. Clouds also have characteristics that distinguish them from others. They depend on their place and environment. One of these characteristics is the thickness of the cloud. The thickness cloud helps reflect sunlight, making the place cool, and the opposite happens if the cloud has less thickness. There is also an adjective for altitude. Altitude is the height of the cloud from the surface. It will have high altitude in the warm places to reflect infrared rays to space. Did you see these clouds before? It's called polar cloud. They are in cold places. The long term of clouds on climate change is referred to as cloud feedback. It's also about how temperature affects cloud properties. This temperature results from climate forcing such as greenhouse gases, aerosols, and solar luminosity, and how water vapor and circulation affect cloud. There are some causes of that. One reason is cloud cover is not affected by specific humidity. The amount of water vapor in the air measured in grams per kilogram of air, and it's false. It's affected by relative humidity, the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere relative to its upper limit over a flat surface. such as ocean, the saturation humidity. And it's true. Another reason is the effect of long waves and short waves. This affects the sign of the cloud's feedback, whether it's positive or negative. Positive feedback is the feedback that increases the initial warming. Negative feedback is the feedback that decreases the initial